All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome again to one of my awesome sessions. I'm back, baby. I'm back. The name is Jose Trujillo. I'm an artist, and let's get ready to rumble. Here is, oh, I guess I'm not so ready, huh? Be patient, be patient, be patient. See, that's why English is my second language, but it's an awesome language. All right, guys, here you go. Look, I'm gonna make a painting today of a peacock. Peacock. I've been into peacocks lately, and it's gotta be done. It's gotta happen. So I'm gonna get right to it. The style that I paint is not as important as letting loose. Okay? I'm gonna say that again. The style in which you paint or I paint is not as important as the way that you project. Got my Starbucks here to help me in these endeavors. What I mean by that is, okay, well, I'm going to show you rather than explain to you. So I use one of these I've been into these little crayons. I don't know what, I guess it's any of this. It's not a crayon, it's a charcoal stick. But I get them, I buy quite a few of them. I keep them around. I got a couple more of them. I keep them around. So what I mean is that I was looking at this master painter one time talk about how he said that he doodled, right? And he was a master painter, realist, right? But his paintings didn't look overworked or in the sense of something, something off, right? And what I mean by that is that it didn't look like back and forth and then do this and then back and forth and then do this. There's something wrong with that, okay? I'm not saying that there's something wrong with that or you shouldn't do that. If you do that, by all means, do what works for you. What I'm trying to say is that his stuff it resonated with me because that's how I feel about drawing. And that's how I feel about painting. It's a very almost playful way of looking at things. See, I'm not really concerned. I'm just kind of guiding the pencil throughout, or in this case the charcoal. I'm kind of guiding it because I will use anything and everything to help me. And this is something that I heard he said, and it resonated very much with me. He said, I will use anything to help me achieve that. And I understood what he meant, and I'm trying to share that with you in this moment. What resonated with me is that, as he goes back and forth, this could be something. You don't know yet, because your intuitive mind is much more intelligent. I've said this over and over, than your thinking mind. The thinking mind is important and is intelligent, but it is far more intelligent. Your intuitive mind is far more intelligent than that, than your thinking mind, to put it that way. So, I know it sounds a little like, what do you mean intuitive, intelligent, thinking mind? I know it sounds a little crazy, but bear with me, guys. You're going to see what I mean. Those of you who haven't seen me paint, I am not so special. But the artwork is. I think all artwork is special when it comes from that place that is true, right? We sculpt in a way, we remove, we dance with it until something true sticks. That is why you see me going like this, that's why you see me, because it's not that I don't know what I'm doing, and although it looks like that, I don't know what I'm doing in a deeper sense, but what I mean is that I'm really moving until something true shows up, And sometimes I do it faster, sometimes I do it a bit slower. It doesn't matter much the speed in which you're doing it, however you paint. But for me, speed is very important, just because it keeps you not thinking, and if you're not thinking, then you're doing, right? Because you can't be thinking and doing. You're doing one or the other. You're either thinking or you're doing, and it's okay to catch yourself and know that you're not doing and you're thinking. At least you can recognize it. Many of us can't even recognize that. And this is one of those things that people sometimes get upset and they're like, well, what do you mean, dude? You sound like you're going out, in circles. It sounds like you're kind of crazy. It's one of those things. It's a very almost esoteric thing, but I believe art is that way. And if you want to paint, if you want to illustrate, this might not be the thing for you. Okay? If you want to learn how to catch the light correctly, how to do that kind of stuff, this might not be your gig. Okay? But if you are looking to paint, then this might be the place. Who knows? You have to decide that on your own. What I'm looking is to paint. And when you paint, there is no room for thinking. It doesn't go together. You just can't. As much as we would love to, we can't. And there is no quote unquote trickery. A lot of people think it's like, oh, are you gonna turn that into? No, it's not like that either. There's no little tricks. So you're just painting. That's all we're really doing. You're just painting. You see blue there, and you go, oh, blue. You see, I don't know. You see green there, and you go, oh, green. You're painting. You're not using something. You're being advantageous in the sense that you're letting go, but you're not being advantageous, if that is even a word. I think I'm making up words today. You're not making something up, right? It's what I'm trying to say. You're not making something up. You're really just looking. It's observing. When you're painting, you're observing. That's really what it is. Most people don't tell you that. Most artists won't tell you that. The good ones know it, and many of the good ones don't even know how to express that. Many of the good ones, because it's not that they don't know, it's that many people dance the dance, but they don't know how to express it. They don't know how to talk about it. And ever since I was a kid, I was a talker. I could talk to people for hours, and I could talk to you about anything. And I soon realized that I had a more. It was easier for me to talk about it. I could express what the dance was about. I was able to see it. I was able to not so much articulate it, but I was able to point at it. Right? I'm not trying to say that I'm this smart guy. No. That's not what I'm saying, and I don't consider myself, that. I think that's probably one of the worst things we can consider ourselves. I was just able to point at it. I was able to see it and say, oh, look, there it is. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, look, there it is. There it is again. The zone is what I'm talking about. There it is. You're able to point at it. And many people don't know that they're there. Sometimes coaches, if they're like athletes, coaches need to tell them, oh, that's the zone. Or they find out later in life, once they can't avoid it anymore. Once they can't avoid the humming of it. It's humming. That's why I call it a dance, because it's palpitating. It's you can feel it. Just because you're painting doesn't mean you're in the zone. It does not mean that you're automatically in the zone. But it's only through painting. The doorway is only through painting. And I know I'm getting a little bit deeper into this conversation. Sometimes I avoid it because not everybody is shares the same cup of tea that I do in this kind of stuff, but what the hell, we have to touch the subject. So not because you're painting means that you're uh, painting, right? It might mean that you're illustrating. It might be that yes, you're painting, right? It's the act of painting, but it doesn't mean that you're painting truthfully, with all heart. It takes a bit of entering. You can't go in without a clean heart, and a clean heart is a clean mind. A clean mind is a quiet mind. It's no judgment. There is no judgment. No judgment. There's no saying, "Oh, look, I'm going to. Oh shit, man, I did that wrong. Oh, let me go back there. Oh man, how come I never get that right? Oh, jeez, that is not a clean heart." Okay, I'm not saying whether you're a good person or a bad person. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing. It's a critical mind, and a critical mind is a restless mind. A restless mind will never understand painting, because painting creates pockets of space. Okay, I really went esoteric now, guys. Painting it's a very zen type of shit. Just telling you guys. It just is. I didn't make it up. All you have to do is look at any famous artist that you admire. They don't have to be famous, but any famous artist that created, I wouldn't say any, but most of them, that created a big name for themselves, and you will find out that they pointed at it. The masters pointed at it. They talked about it, and they didn't only talk about it. They didn't only write about it. You could see it in their work. As their work starts maturing, you can understand what's going on. They're doing this. Look, they're entering the place. And the place, sometimes you enter it subtly, and sometimes you enter it very fast. When you see me going very fast, I've been painting a lot, very quietly in my mind for many days. And maybe sometimes you're able to catch that. When you see me slow down, sometimes I'm entering it again. But it's nevertheless, that's the place. That is the place. It's a place where you're not measuring. If you see me going, bullshit, you're not painting. I don't care what people tell you, you're not painting. You are doing something else. You're being a great artisan, you're doing something else. But painting, I know I'm going on a rant here, guys, but I have to. That's why it doesn't matter how you paint. Most people are like, "Oh man, did I get that right?" It does not matter. Those little things are a part of it, but they are not what show you whether you're painting or not. The little theory, the little all of that. It's awesome. It's great it's great that you care about that. It's great that you care about color theory. It's great that you care about combinations and space, and that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. It's part of it. But as you're painting, that should not even be crossing your mind. That's something you practice, and you're like, "Oh, okay, well, today I'm going to practice values," right? But when you start painting, now that you start painting, you're supposed to do it enough where this stuff becomes, it's almost like the painting is painting itself. And you don't know why. All you're doing is kind of holding the brush. And I'm not talking about some, I don't know what people come up with or whatever. It's just that you're dancing with it. You start dancing with it, you are able to enter. You're able to enter. It's kind of like Indiana Jones, What was it? The Last Crusade? You cannot pass. You cannot enter. You cannot be saved. I've heard some philosopher artists say that. You cannot be saved in artwork unless you have a clean heart. The good thing is that you already have a clean heart. Everybody does. The mental chatter of I have to do it faster, I have to blend the color right, I want it now, right? It's got to be here now. I got something else to do after this, so why is this not working? Why is the dog barking? All the mental chatter is, it's not accepting this moment. That is the problem. That's why painting is space. Many people have believed for years that painting is creating ruido, we say in Spanish, noise. You know, painting is noise. Oh, put more color here. Oh, put more there. Oh, wow, look, it's interesting. It's interesting. No, the true meaning, the almost alchemist, if you want to put it that way, for you philosophers out there, meaning of painting is the base metal, the silence. True meaning of painting is very, very, very quiet. Quiet in the mind, not quiet in the... You could be talking like me, you could be having a conversation, or not, it doesn't matter. But there is a certain level of understanding that is happening that you cannot understand. It's, sometimes in the Bible or in different spiritual teachings you will hear about the peace that surpasses all understanding. Sometimes you hear that in different spiritual teachings or Zen practices, or I think St. Paul said that in the New Testament. You will find it in different places. I'm not religious or anything, guys. I'm talking about the why we paint. Many of us don't talk about why we paint. Many of us don't understand why we paint. But really, it comes down to it is almost like prayer for many of us, because it is where we get to silence. It is where we get to stay. And some of you might be like, well, it doesn't seem like you get to silence. I think I'm the only artist that talks when I paint. Maybe there's another crazy guy out there like me, or girl. But it's where you get to silence the chatter. That's why I say it doesn't matter what you paint. It doesn't matter. Like all the other stuff is important, and it will come out, and it's okay that you pay attention to it. Values, composition. Yes, it'll help you. Get your awesomeness together. But the real deal, the nitty gritty, no one can teach you that. I can't teach you that. No one can teach it. No one can. It's unteachable, because it emanates from you. It emanates from every single one of us. It doesn't matter who you are, what you're into. The nitty gritty of anything done with quality. And quality is attention. Quality is not quality as we think of, materialistic. Was it gold foil? Did he or she stay there forever? Oh no, wait. There it is. That is not quality. Now that may be quality if they're doing this with a clean mind. I mean, clean again. Not talking about good or bad, I'm talking about, for those of you who didn't hear my early rambling, with a quiet mind, then you are expressing quality. Quality is not, it's not what we think, guys. It's not what we've been told over and over. We've been told all these bullshit lies that quality is, in art it's not. I don't know somewhere else. I can't say for something else. I just know that in art, quality is not material. It is not the how great, how, you know, finely woven your canvas was, or how much you stayed in a place, or what's the level of aesthetic reality you created. How three-dimensional is your painting? But it's not quality. It doesn't mean that because you paint that you don't paint quality. I'm just saying that in itself, it is not quality. That in itself is it's just things, you know. Anyways, I'll leave you with that. The name is Jose Trujillo. Maybe remembered, maybe forgotten. The world's greatest living artist. Take care, guys. I hope you had an amazing time here with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me do a little bit of a little tour on the mess. Keep it cool, guys. Keep painting. Remember, paint. Don't just illustrate, but paint. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.